Hey, Talking Fam, and we are back for another long-term video. Today, we will be taking a look at each MLB team's injury report for opening day and throughout the weekend. I'll be back for another video on Monday, probably Monday morning, of the team's injury report coming into midweek. And then midweek next week, about Wednesday or Thursday, I'll put out another video on the injury report. So every few days, I'll be putting out injury reports. Not every day, but every few days. There might be some times when I don't do it, but yeah. So here we go. Ready for the first ever MLB injury report here on the channel. All right, let's go and get into it. Alright, so let's start off with the Boston Red Sox. Now, we'll start with, we're on ESPN, looking at the ESPN site for the injuries. So let's start with Liam Hendriks. He signed a deal with Boston earlier in the offseason, and he was, the last update we got for Liam Hendriks was February 26th. He was spotted playing catch from about 60 feet, so he might be back mid-summer. We don't know yet. He just got diagnosed with cancer a while back. He got that over with and then injured himself during the season last year with Chicago. So we'll have to wait and see about him. So now Boston is going to be without their minor leaguer Brainer Bonaci. He was suspended for the entire season for violating the domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy. That was per the Boston Globe. March 13th, we got word that Rob Refsnyder had been diagnosed with a fractured left pinky toe. No timeline was put out there, so I don't know how long he'll be injured, but it might be a while for a fractured pinky toe. All right, now Jeremy Will Yelland was yet to be activated from high A injured list after making a pair of rehab start in the rookie level Florida Complex League. And then we got Chris Murphy, who was expected to require a season-ending surgery to repair a UCL tear in his elbow. Zach Kelly was optioned. Lucas Giolito underwent a internal brace procedure to repair his UCL. So he's going to be out for the season. Brian Mehta threw a 15-pitch bullpen session on the 25th, while Vaughn Grissom will be out until April 7th. He has been playing in extended spring training. He will not be playing MLB action until April 7th. So, yeah, that is going to be your Boston Red Sox injury report for opening day. Alright, let's continue with the AL East by doing the New York Yankees. So, Scott Effross back in February 14th was placed on the 60-day injured list. Lou Trevino, he's hoping to return at some point in the middle of the season. He does have an elbow injury. Tommy Cannell acknowledged that he's unlikely to be ready for the start of the season. Now is March 6th. While March 8th, Jason Dominguez increases throwing to 75 feet, and he'll begin hitting from both sides of the plate. That was early in March. Then Oswald Peraza has undergone testing on his right shoulder, including dye-injected imaging. So Garrett Cole, March 23rd, that he is a candidate for the 60-day IL if the team needs to clear space on the 40-man roster, as he did injure his elbow, and the report said he'll be out for 1 to 2 months to start the season. DJ LeMahieu, he'll begin the season on the injured list because of a foot injury. And then Jorbit Vivas was optioned to AAA, while Oscar Gonzalez suffered a right orbital fracture during their Monday's exhibition against the Diablos Rojas de Mexico, according to Brian Hoach of MLB.com. So that will be the New York Yankees injury report. So yeah, moving on to the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, now let's go ahead and start with the Toronto Blue Jays. On March 21st, Danny Jansen said that he hopes to begin throwing this weekend, which was last weekend. So I wonder if he did. March 23rd, we have Alex Manoah. He threw 23 pitches in a live batting bullpen on last Friday. Eric Swanson, he played catch again on Friday. Jordan Romano, his manager said that it is reasonable to say that he will begin the season on the injured list. So one of their key right-handed pitchers will be out to start the season. Joey Votto, his manager said that he will incorporate more baseball activities last Friday. And then Dalton Varsho, he went 2 for 2 with a walk and a run scored with 3 stolen bases in their Saturday game versus the Yankees. He was day to day. I wonder what happened, but he's listed as day to day. So there you have it. That will be the Toronto Blue Jays injury report. All right, let's take a look at the Baltimore Orioles injury report. Starting with February 14th, looks like Felice Batista underwent a right elbow debridement and an ulnar nerve transposition. So that happened early February. Also, Max Wagner underwent surgery to repair a fractured hamate bone in his left hand, so he might be out a while there. Sam Bazzalo joined the Orioles travel roster and can be deployed as off-bench DH. Taryn Vavra is on a throwing progression at an Orioles minor league complex and will not begin spring training. Craig Williams was hit in the head by a pitch and exited a spring game. Michael Hernandez underwent a hamate excision in his left hand earlier in March. It's like Nate Webb threw 5 bullpen sessions and expects for game action by early May. Connor Lopridge is listed as day-to-day, while Gene Pinto underwent Tommy John surgery on his right elbow earlier in March. He might be out for a little. He'll probably be out for the entire season now. Kyle Bradish, Orioles manager, said that he is expected to rejoin the rotation early in the first half of the year. And then finally, John Means is scheduled to begin a rehab assignment with AAA Norfolk soon. So he might be coming back as early as probably May or April. Alright, so that'll be the Baltimore Orioles injury report. Now finally, on to the Alright, moving on to the Tampa Bay Rays. Taylor Walls is expected to take the field within 2 or 3 weeks of the start of the regular season. So he will be back probably late April. All right, Shane McClanahan signed a 2-year, $1 million contract with an elbow injury to avoid arbitration. Now, Drew Rasmussen, has not been expected back until well into the second half of the year. Yu Chang was diagnosed with a severe oblique strain and is expected to be out for another 2 to 3 weeks. Well, probably 2 to 5 weeks. Johnny DeLuca sustained a broken right hand in a game earlier this month. Josh Lau will begin the season on the IL for being diagnosed with a grade 1 right oblique strain. Jeffrey Springs has been thrown off a mound twice in the last week. Wander Franco will be expected to be moved off the 40-man roster by opening day and placed on either the restricted list or administrative leave. And he'll probably be out for the rest of his career. So this was a severe blow for him and the Tampa Bay organization. Jonathan Aranda has maintained a 1.124 OPS across 29 plate appearances. He is listed as out right now. Taj Bradley, Kevin Cash said that he will be shut down from throwing for at least 2 weeks. And Shane Baz threw 25 pitches off a mound today. So yeah, that'll be the Tampa Bay Rays injury report, and that will be the end of the AL East. AL Central is going to be next. All right, let's continue with the AL East, starting with the Cleveland Guardians. Nick Milojevic will be out for tomorrow. No reports. George Valero, he'll be missing a few weeks. James Karinchak has been cleared. He was cleared early in March to begin a throwing progression. Trevor Stephan will undergo surgery on his right elbow. Daniel Espino will miss the 2024 season after undergoing surgery to repair his right shoulder capsule and rotator cuff. Gavin Williams will be cleared to resume throwing soon. That was mid-March. Justin Campbell had right elbow surgery and can return in a few months, while Sam Hentages will begin the season on the IL due to a finger injury. So they'll be without one of their right-handed pitchers in the season. That is the Guardians report. All right, let's take a look at the Chicago White Sox report, starting with Matt Foster, who was put on the 60-day IL in late February. He'll be out for a while there. Davis Martin was optioned. He's still out. Jake Andrew Eder will be day-to-day optioned. Jamie Lambert does not need surgery, but he visited Dr. Neil Achachi. Joe Barlow, he was reassigned to minor league camp. He's out. Corey Knebel was reassigned. Freelander Baroa, he was optioned. John Breba, he's day-to-day due to a calf injury. Eric Fedde suffered a quadriceps injury after getting hit by a line drive a few days ago. Matt Stassi, his availability for opening day is up in the air due to an unspecified soreness. He is on the 10-day IL right now, so we'll have to wait and see what happens to him tomorrow. All right, now let's take a look at the Detroit Tigers injury report. Garrett Hill was reassigned to minor league camp. He's out due to a lat injury. Kevin McDonald has a strained left hamstring. He is day-to-day. And then Sawyer Gibson Long will begin the season on the 15-day injured list, according to manager A.J. Hinch. That'll be the Detroit Tigers injury report. All right, let's take a look at the Minnesota Twins injury report. Josh Winder will be behind other pitchers for the start of spring training while he builds up from a right scapula stress fracture he suffered late in this 2023 season. He is currently on the 60-day IL. Walker Jenkins was promoted to single A for March 14th. He is day-to-day still. Joan Duran threw a scoreless inning. He bounced back after giving up 4 earned runs. He's out right now. Anthony DeSclafani threw 1 2/3 innings. He's still out. Caleb Fieldbar threw a 20-pitch live batting practice session on March 18th with a hamstring injury. Matt Cantorino, he was optioned to AAA. He's currently out. Zach Weiss will begin the season on the IL. Brooks Lee was reassigned to minor league camp. He's day-to-day. Justin Topa, he's out. Manuel Margot was diagnosed with a left hand contusion and will be available for opening day. He's listed as day-to-day. Josh Dalmau is having his knee evaluated after he slipped in the bullpen. So we'll have to see that. He's day-to-day as well. So we'll probably see them today for opening day. All right, here is the Kansas City Royals injury report. Kyle Wright was put on the 60-day IL in mid-February Chris Bubik said he felt good throwing a 15-pitch bullpen session on the 23rd of February. He is out. Christian Chamberlain was diagnosed with a torn UCL in his left elbow. He will be out for the season. Jake Brentz exited a spring training game with a trainer. He is out right now. Asa Lacy announced that he underwent Tommy John surgery, so he will be out. Josh Taylor is currently sidelined by left bicep soreness. He is day-to-day. He could return for the season. Manuel Massey, his manager, said that he has stance come back fine and is considered day-to-day, but he is out right now. Tyler Duffy was sidelined since February 26th after having surgery to remove a cancerous mole. Carlos Hernandez will throw a bullpen session on Friday, and Austin Cox signed a minor league deal with the Royals last Saturday, so he's day-to-day as well. So there you have it. There is the AL East injury report, and moving on now to the AL West. All right, let's continue with the Seattle Mariners injury report. All right, Edward Bizarro will be behind schedule in his throwing program this spring due to an undisclosed injury. He is day-to-day right now. Taylor Dullard will have labrum surgery and will be out for the rest of the season. Jackson Korar, they placed him on the 60-day IL early March, and he has been diagnosed with a torn UCL. Gregory Santos will undergo an MRI on Thursday, and his results will determine the next steps of his recovery. He'll be out. Brian Wu will be placed on the 15-day IL due to elbow inflammation. Sam Haggerty was slotted in at DH and went 1 for 3. He is out right now on the 10-day IL with an arm injury. Matt Brash threw 25 pitches at 85% effort on Monday. He does have an elbow injury. So yeah, that will be the Seattle Mariners injury report. All right, now let's take a look at the Oakland Athletics injury report. Nore Ruiz is out. Freddie Tarnock, who threw a 20-pitch all-fastballs bullpen on last Tuesday, is set to begin the season with AAA Las Vegas. Sean Newcomb made his Cactus League debut last week. He has a knee injury and is out right now. Trevor Gott was placed on the 60-day IL. While Adonis Diaz remains limited in baseball activities and is still without a timetable. He's out with a calf injury. Luis Medina began playing catch, but doing so on one knee, per Mark Jose. He has a knee injury. Ken Waldachuk is progressing great, and the left-hander remains without a timetable to begin throwing off a mound. Scott Alexander has been sidelined with a left rib stress reaction and has begun playing catch as his next step when he's ready. Miguel Andujar underwent surgery on his right knee on Wednesday. He'll be out for a while. That'll be your Oakland Athletics injury report. Alright, let's take a look at the Texas Rangers injury report. Kumar Rocker has progressed to 120 feet with his throwing program. He is out right now. Gerardo Carrillo, the Rangers announced that he underwent Tommy John surgery earlier this month, and he will be out for the entire season. Nathaniel Lau, he reported tightness in his side before a game early in March. He is out currently. Jonathan Hernandez, the Rangers manager, said he will make his Cactus League debut. He did it earlier in the season. Bochy is unsure whether he will have enough time to prep for opening day. He's out. He's listed as out right now. Jacob deGrom is on the 60-day IL. He began a throwing program this Monday. John Gray allowed 3 hits. He's day-to-day right now. Matt Scherzer was spotted playing catch this Wednesday. So today, he was spotted playing catch. He has a back injury and is out. Michael Lorenzen threw live batting practice on Wednesday, and he's scheduled to pitch for AAA on Saturday. He might be back as early as next week. So that will be your MLB injury report for the Texas Rangers. Here is your Houston Astros injury report. So, Didson Machado, he was announced that he had a grade 2 quadriceps strain and can miss the remainder of camp. He's still listed as out as of right now. Lance McCullers Jr., he is aiming to make his season debut in late June, early July. So right around the All-Star break. Jose Urquidy is hoping to resume throwing in 10 to 15 days, so more like 5 to 10 days now. Olivier Ortega is returning to Houston on Tuesday to be evaluated for an elbow injury. He's listed as out right now. Greg Kessinger, he will be held out of activities for a few days. Forrest Whitley, he is through a live batting practice session at minor league camp on Monday. He is stated day. Sean Dubin, he threw a live batting practice session Monday at the Astros spring training facility. He is out. Justin Verlander threw 32 pitches during a live batting practice on Tuesday. He's still out. Penn Murphy, he was claimed off of waivers from Atlanta on Wednesday. And then Kendall Graveman, he was placed on the 60-day IL. He'll be out for at least 3 months. So there is your Houston Astros injury report. Here is your Los Angeles Angels injury report. So, Jose Quijada plans to play catch from 120 feet. He did that late February. He's on the 60-day IL right now. Evan White was cleared to resume limited activities on Monday after experiencing soreness in a surgically repaired left hip. That was February 26th. He is day-to-day right now. Michael Stefanik will take live batting practice and take part in work. That was last Wednesday, but the Angels have not provided a timeline for him to return. Robert Stevenson was scheduled to play catch last Thursday, and he's listed as out right now. So there's your Angels injury report. Here is your New York Mets injury report. All right, so February 12th, Kyle Crick signed a minor league contract. He is out right now. Ronnie Mauricio was placed on the 60-day IL mid-February. Matt Stranik struck out 2 batters that were 2 perfect innings on late February. He's out. Matt Rudick was placed on Double-A's 7-day injured list. Last month, he began a rehab assignment early March. March 21st, David Peterson began throwing bullpen sessions in March and is hopeful to return when at first eligible on May 27th. And then Kodai Senga played light catch at Citi Field on Wednesday. He is currently listed as out. So there you have it. There's your Mets injury report. Here is your Philadelphia Phillies injury report. All right, so Ryan Burr was removed from Thursday's appearance with tightness in his back of his right shoulder. He is day-to-day right now. Dylan Coley reported tightness in his right shoulder in mid-March. He is out. Weston Wilson, he was optioned to AAA after a hand injury. He's day-to-day. Orion Kettering, he will begin the season on a 15-day IL due to an illness. Well, Michael Rucker has a numbness in his right middle finger. He is currently day-to-day. While Ty Joan Walker was diagnosed with a right shoulder impingement on Sunday and will start the season on the IL. Andrew Painter, that he is president of baseball operations, says he does not expect him to pitch in games this year, while Dominic Pipkin is day-to-day. So there you have it. There's your Philadelphia Phillies injury report. There's no injuries for the Washington Nationals. Here is your Atlanta Braves injury report. So early March, Blake Burkhalter was ruled out. J.R. Ritchie is scheduled to undergo season-ending Tommy John surgery. That was last November. Ian Anderson was optioned to AAA, again went on by Atlanta. This Early March, Isaiah Drake left Saturday's spring breakout game after suffering a cramp. He is day-to-day right now. There's your Atlanta Braves injury report. Here's your Miami Marlins injury report. Okay, so in early March, Jamie Alcantara played catch. He is on the 60-day IL to start the season. Xavier Edwards was not in the lineup in early March. Josh Simpson was optioned at AAA at Jacksonville. He is currently out right now. JT Chardoy, he is scheduled to visit with a neck specialist. He will be out. Edward Cabrera was scheduled to pitch in an inter-squad scrimmage this Thursday. Ari Perez played catch. He's out due to an elbow injury. Braxton Garrett with a shoulder injury is scheduled to throw a bullpen and pitch in a game this Thursday. And Huascar Brazoban was placed on the restricted list Tuesday due to personal reasons. So there's your Miami Marlins injury report. Here is your Pittsburgh Pirates injury report. Alright, so March 6th, JT Brubaker has progressed to throwing off the slope on the mound. He's on the 60-day IL right now. Mike Burrows was optioned to the minor leagues on Friday, early March. Dory Moretta, he underwent surgery on his right UCL and will be out 14 to 16 months. So he'll be out for a while. Thomas Harrington was diagnosed with a right rotator cuff strain. Brian Reynolds is expected to improve his production in 2024 thanks to the return of O'Neal Cruz. He has day-to-day. Colin Holderman, he will throw a live batting practice session within the next few days. Carmen Mladzinski, he is slated for a live batting practice session in the upcoming days as well. Yasmani Grandal has been cleared to begin running early next week. And Ji-Hwan Bae is now able to go through full baseball activities. He is listed as out, though. There's your Pittsburgh Pirates report. Here is your Cincinnati Reds injury report. So, on March 15th, Austin Wynns is battling shoulder soreness. He is day-to-day. Edwin Arroyo underwent surgery to repair his left torn labrum last Wednesday. TJ Friedel was placed on the 10-day IL. Matt McClain was placed on the 10-day IL as well due to a shoulder injury. Ian Gabout was placed on the 15-day IL. Alice Young was placed on the 15-day IL. Nick Lodolo will remain in Arizona when the Reds break camp and pitch in the minor league game March 26th. Brandon Williamson was placed on the 15-day IL, and Sam Moll was placed on the 15-day IL as well. So that is your Cincinnati Reds injury report. Here is your Chicago Cubs injury report. So, Ben Leeper was undergoing season-ending Tommy John surgery. Caleb Killian has been sidelined until the All-Star break after an MRI revealed a major strain in his left shoulder. Patrick Wisdom has not shown improvement in the last few days, and the team is awaiting results to determine his next steps. David Peralta will be out of Jamison Talion through one inning of live batting practice this Monday, and so he'll be out. So there's your Chicago Cubs injury report. Here's your St. Louis Cardinals injury report. So, Packy Knowlton will be out, or Drew Rom has been placed on the 15-day IL. March 25th, he can be brought up. Sonny Gray was placed on the 15-day IL as well. Keenan Middleton was also shut down for 10 days due to a right forearm strain. Lars Nootbaar has been placed on the 10-day IL due to fractured ribs. Tommy Edman will also be placed on the 10-day IL due to a wrist injury, and Dylan Carlson was placed on the 10-day IL today due to a shoulder injury. So there's your Cardinals injury report. Here is your Milwaukee Brewers injury report. So, this March, Devin Williams was dealing with a sore back and will get a second option from a spine specialist in the coming week. Logan Blake Henderson is being held back in extended spring training in an effort to manage his workload. Jacob Junis started and threw 4 scoreless innings. He did not allow a hit a batter, and posted a 3-2 strike-walk ratio. Taylor Clark was acquired from the Royals, and he's out. Christian Arroyo, he does not expect him to be dealing with a wrist injury to exercise the opt-out in his minor league deal. He is day-to-day right now. Brandon Woodruff confirmed that he will not pitch during the 2024 season to return to full strength for 2025. He is going to be at the strongest point in his career year, just basically get my body ready for his pitching. Wade Miley threw a 3-inning simulated game today due to a shoulder and groin injury. Robert Grasser was re-signed to a minor league camp. He's out, and Garrett Mitchell will undergo sideline 6 to 8 weeks with a fractured finger in his left hand. So there's your Milwaukee Bucks report. Take a look at the Colorado Rockies injured list. Daniel Bard, he underwent a arthroscopic left knee surgery in late February. He's listed as out right now. Casey Williams, he's out due to a stress reaction in his right triceps. Gabriel Hughes, starting pitcher, underwent Tommy John surgery, so he will be out for the season. Antonio Sensatella, he is not expected to pitch in 2024. He is on the 60-day IL. Lucas Dobreath is expected to face hitters by late March, so right about now, he's out due to an elbow injury. And German Marquez was placed on the 60-day IL due to a elbow injury. So there is your Colorado Rockies injury report. Here's your Arizona Diamondbacks injury report. Alright, so late February, we got word that Dre Jamison, he's not expected to be pitching this season due to an elbow injury. He's on the 60-day IL. Jose Castillo is day-to-day right now after test on his left hand came back negative. Paul Sewald, he has a grade 2 left oblique strain, and he will start the season on the IL. So he's on the 15-day IL. Jordan Lawler, he underwent surgery on Tuesday to repair a torn ligament in his thumb and could have a full return to baseball in 8 to 10 weeks. So we'll see him later. He's out right now. Christian Robinson, he will not be available for the start of the minor league season after he suffered a sprained right shoulder following a collision. He is close to getting back, and he's getting better day by day. So he is currently listed as out. Randall Grichuk, it was confirmed that he'll begin the season on the IL. And then Eduardo Rodriguez threw from 60 feet on Tuesday. So he is still out, but he threw from 60 feet. So there you have it. There's your Diamondbacks injury report. Here is your San Diego Padres injury report. Alright, so in late February, Garrett Hawkins was placed on the IL and does not have a timeline to return. Drew Carlton, he was reassigned to a minor league camp due to an elbow injury. He's out. Luis Patino was placed on the 15-day IL with right elbow inflammation. And Tucapita Marcano was placed on the 10-day IL due to a knee injury. Glenn Otto was placed on the 15-day IL with a right teres major strain, so he'll be out for at least 15 days. Thanks for watching this Padres report. Here is your Los Angeles Dodgers injury report. Alright, so March 3rd, Nick Frasso was optioned to AAA Oklahoma City due to a shoulder injury. He's out. Diego Cartaya was optioned to AA because of a back injury. He is day to day. Clayton Kershaw, He was with the Dodgers camp until it heads to South Korea, so that already happened. He has a shoulder injury, and he's on the 60-day IL. Andrew Tola's his contract was renewed. He's still out right now. Blake Treinen, manager Dave Roberts said that he will travel with the Dodgers. He's on the 15-day IL due to a chest injury. Brusdar Roturo was placed on the 15-day IL with right shoulder inflammation. Emmett Sheehan was scheduled to throw a bullpen session before facing live batters later in the week. He's on the 15-day IL due to a forearm injury. Walker Buehler threw 4 simulated innings before Monday's exhibition. He's on the 15-day IL due to an elbow. And then Jason Hayward was scratched from Tuesday's lineup due to lower back tightness. He is day-to-day. So there you have it. There is your Los Angeles Dodgers injury report. Here's your San Francisco Giants injury report. Alright, so on March 5th, Tristan Beck was shut down for throwing for 8 weeks after undergoing vascular surgery. He is out and on the 60-day IL. Robbie Ray threw a 25-pitch bullpen session, and he is out on the 60-day IL due to an elbow injury. Austin Warren threw a 30-pitch bullpen session. He's on the 50-day IL. Ethan Small is out and will be sidelined for several weeks after being diagnosed with a moderate right oblique strain. Alex Cobb threw 40 pitches in a minor league game. He's out. And Sean Helly will throw a bullpen session Saturday. That was last week. Joey Bart is likely to play in their exhibition game against AAA Sacramento. He was day-to-day. So there you have it. There's your Giants injury report.